I'm an actress. I've been acting since I was 3.
Wow.
And I'm also, I write as well. I'm a poet, which I think most actors tend to have that side of them. Yeah, and I've been working on my career since I was 3 years old.
You mentioned a tender age of 3. I can relate. In the United States, we put our kids through all kind of activities, mainly soccer and sports. You very seldom see a 3-year-old venturing off into the entertainment field. Usually, the parents usually see some type of talent in their child and kind of steer them. At the age of 3 years old, what did your parents or how did you get nussed over into that entertainment field?
So I seem to kind of come into this world knowing that that's what I wanted to do. I could literally sing before I could talk. I used to imitate things. I really had even then a need to imitate people and
Really?
life. And I remember I watched Hello Dolly with Barbara Streisand in it. And it was on a tiny little TV. And I watched it with my godmother, and my entire life just changed. I remember just thinking, this is it. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And there was this fire that was ignited in me, and I've always been extremely strong-willed and
Right.
stubborn. And so it was never my parents or my family's decision. They just, I was lucky enough that they said, okay, try it out, and I just never stopped.
Right. Now, you said you came into the world knowing. Explain that a little bit because that's really deep. You don't hear many people say, I came into this world knowing I was going to be destined to do this.
Hmm. Yeah, I count myself very, very lucky to have known what I wanted to do and to have had a purpose for my entire life. And there is not a single moment of my life that I remember not wanting to act, not wanting to perform. My entire life has revolved around it. I spend all of my time immersed in this world, and I just have a love so deeply for it. But I tried as I grew up to do something else, and it just never felt the same. There wasn't that spark of passion, that fire. And so I just had this fire in me since I was tiny, and I always believed to follow the love, follow the passion, and try not to waste your energy elsewhere, because we've only got one life. You might as well follow the love.
That makes perfect sense. And you're only 21 years old, but you speak with so much experience,
Thank
so to
you.
speak. But I guess it would be experience for you because you already knew what your journey was and your purpose at such a young age. You mentioned your godmother.
Mhm.
Um, how was she an influence into your life as well as your parents?
So my mother was actually, she's queer, and so she was in a relationship with my godmother, and she was at the time that I was born. And so I ended up kind of being raised by 3 people, 2 wonderful women, and my amazing father, who's wonderful.
Mhm.
And they all brought different things to the table, but one thing that my godmother did for me was she, exposed me to all of her favorite films so early on. The Sound of Music, Meet Me in St. Louis.